have to rent it. And I said, okay, fine. Right? He's been saying this for since October. And so he keeps trying to build it, but he won't sign the lease. He's like, I don't like these terms. I want 6 months of build out. And ridiculous bullshit. We also have a partnership agreement where half of what he's building now, his media, belongs to us. But he won't tell us how much he's making and doing all these things. So half of the content he's creating, if you want to buy that too, I'll sell you half the company. He's not a business. He's insane. To me, it's worth very little to nothing. But if it works out for you, I just throw that in as a sweetener. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is he signed a lease with me. Right now he owes, I'm going to say it in a short way, at least $80,000, if not $180,000.
I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it 10,000. Jim Jones finds himself in the middle of a spittle. Yeah, it seems like his landlord is starting to try to get with all his enemies. Yeah, he's trying to get with everybody that Jim Jones has beef with. Now, I don't know what's been going on since the 50 Cent beef, since 50 Cent was trying to own the building. But now we have damedash saying he's in talks with the landlord. Yo, it's your boy E or you, aka the Harlem Legend, man. If you're new to the channel, if you're old to the channel, welcome to Harlem Legend TV. Please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm dropping a video or going live. We got to get right into this one, man. Jim Jones has just released a new album called The Landlord, and it was kind of playing off the whole 50 Cent situation because we remember the back and forth, y'all. It got nasty for Jim Jones to the point where he was showing up to the building, kicking down the doors. Yeah, I ain't forget, man. Where 50 Cent was asking him, do you want to be friends now? Let's rap about it. Yeah. So as we all know, in the IFC factory, they filmed Let's Rap About It podcast. And Jim Jones' landlord was very, very vocal to the point where dudes like Maino had to speak out on behalf of Let's Rap About It and said if 50 Cent wanted to buy anything, he was the man to holler at. Pay attention.
Yes, man. Beefing with 50 is good business. Numbers is up, podcast is up, engagement is up. Beefing with 50, I wish I would have known this a long time ago. We could go a couple more rounds.
No way.
100%. Yeah.
Were you surprised to see that, or?
I mean, yeah, because it wasn't something that I was normally practicing. You understand what I'm saying? You know, it wasn't about, having an issue with anybody. But since we got a podcast, Let's Rap About It, it was good for business. But he said he wanted to buy half the podcast. Now, I'm saying if you want to buy half the podcast, I'm the person you need to see about that. I'm the guy you got to see about that.
I mean, do you think he was being facetious or was
he say he don't cap? He say he don't cap. So I should be receiving a phone call, right? Saying, yo, what's up with this podcast? Because I'm the guy. If you want to buy half the podcast, I mean, listen, I'm the guy.
Right. I mean, we just saw Joe and Jada. We just saw Breakfast Club on Netflix.
What did I just tell you? Beefing with 50, beefing with Curtis is good business.
So right there, we got the impression that Maino has something to do with this podcast. Yeah, he got his dibs in it. But things just seem to get worse and worse as the months are going along because it seems like this landlord is trying to hook up with anybody that don't like Jim Jones. For instance, now he's hooked up. I got to be real. First it was 50 Cent. And now it seems to be damedash. See, as we all know, damedash is so-called opening up all of these clubs, these country clubs around the country, and he's looking for locations. Yeah, see, he filed for bankruptcy, so now he doesn't owe anybody anything. Dame can walk around like his shit don't stink anymore. Look, he's trying to get in. And to be honest with y'all, man, this might turn out nasty because we remember these guys about to fight in front of damedash studio. You heard? Yeah, they met up about to get it on and all kinds of situations happen from this. The The sad part about a lot of this is Dame Dash once put a lot of these guys in position. You heard they both represent Harlem. And it seems like, man, everybody's trying to get Jim Jones out the way. Yeah, because Dame Dash makes a off-the-record announcement. Yeah, I got to say off the record because he didn't know if the deal was going to go through yet. But this is what he's saying, y'all. Pay attention.
I don't know if this is premature to announce, but you know that building that Jim Jones is in?
Yep.
I'm currently working on a deal to acquire the whole building.
What? Nah, that's kind of wild, y'all. Hold up. What? Say that again.
Like, I don't know if this is premature to announce, but you know that building that Jim Jones is in?
Yep.
I'm currently working on a deal to acquire the whole building. So again, it has nothing to do with Jim. He just happens to be a tenant. I guess he worked out a deal with the landlord for some equity, to give the landlord equity, and the landlord would give him 17,000 square feet. And then when he got in there, he decided to pay, instead he wanted to pay rent. And I guess he didn't pay it. Only reason why I know this is because now I'm, actively speaking to the landlord about acquisition. And I was meeting with him about buying the building. And he was telling me, I'm like, well, who's the tenants? And he's like, Jim. I'm like, damn. And then he was like, I got him evicted. He showed me the paperwork. And I was like, that's fucked up. But I still have to do my business.
So this is Dame Dash saying the landlord reached out to him and basically showed him the paperwork that Jim Jones is evicted and he's trying to sell the building right now to Dame Dash. What is going on here, y'all? Hey, look, I'm going to be real. This landlord is nasty work all the way around the board, y'all. And Dame didn't stop there, y'all, because he's looking to build a country club. You heard? So most likely he will end up kicking out Jim Jones and the Let's Rap About It podcast. This is wild, y'all. Pay attention.
If this deal works out, we'll also be opening up the CEO Country Club in the Bronx. Ben and Charlie, but Ben actually brought the deal. So they're the young generals from Harlem. So I feel like they'll be more in control over there, as well as other people in my family. And also I'm going to open a school for the OSG over there as well. So there's that. And in this country club, it's $1,000 a month.
This is wild, y'all. I gotta be real. I gotta ask y'all, why does everybody want to take everything from up under Jim Jones? You heard? But at the end of the day, do you blame these guys? Yeah, hey, it's called capitalism. Hey, when I'm beefing with you, I could buy your building that you reside in. Oh, you best believe these millionaires play like that. And they've been playing like that for years. That's why I'm surprised a dude like Jim Jones doesn't own anything. See, the secret to a lot of this stuff, y'all, these guys done made millions and millions of dollars over the years. You heard they splurged it all on jewelry, traveling, renting out house to house to house, traveling everywhere. But nobody's actually owning anything. You understand? Dudes like Dame Dash, 50 Cent, when they go broke, they got stuff to sell because they own it. Yeah, when they owe somebody some money, they got stuff to sell because they own it. A lot of these rappers these days, man, the Jim Jones of the world, they really don't own equity or nothing. They don't own anything. I never understood that. After making millions and millions of dollars, even with the Kanye situation, the man got out of there with at least $2 million. Remember Kanye said that? What did you do with all this money? Why are you not owning your own building to film your own situations? And because it should be no reason. There's a Jim Jones, a Maino, a Fabolous, a daveeast all under one roof, but you guys don't own nothing. See, it doesn't make sense for us as a people. And you play into the narrative, Jim Jones, because you don't own anything. God, hey, look, it gets even worse because you got to understand, these two guys don't even rock with each other. So how does that work? This is nasty work all the way around the board. I'm trying to figure out, why does everybody want to take everything from Jim Jones for some reason? You heard? Is he that snake behind closed doors that we all don't know about? Because first we had 50 Cent shooting. You heard Cam always shoots every now and then. But now we got damedash saying he's about to sign a deal and take over that building. What kind of situation does this put Jim Jones in, y'all? Does this make him look crazy? Owing money to the landlord or either got evicted? I don't know what's going on here. But hey, who am I? Look, I don't make the news. I just break the news down. Y'all make sure y'all get down in the comment section and let me know how y'all feel about this. But it seems like if this deal goes through, this might be beef like on another level, because they was already going to throw fisticuffs. You heard? Yeah, at one point, these guys were going to throw fists. It might get even nastier now if damedash actually becomes his new landlord. Yo, it's your boy E Oil, aka the Harlem Legend, man. Make sure y'all get down in the comment section. Make sure you smash that like button and let me know how y'all feel about this. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm dropping a video or going live. damedash may very well be Jim Jones' new landlord very soon. Always try to own y'all stuff, y'all. Salute.
I don't know if this is premature to announce, but you know that building that Jim Jones is in?
Yep.
I'm currently working on a deal to acquire the whole building. So again, it has nothing to do with Jim. He just happens to be a tenant. I guess he worked out a deal with the landlord for some equity, to give the landlord equity, and the landlord would give him 17,000 square feet. And then when he got in there, he decided to pay, instead he wanted to pay rent. And I guess he didn't pay it. Only reason why I know this is because now I'm, actively speaking to the landlord about acquisition. And I was meeting with him about buying the building. And he was telling me, I'm like, well, who's the tenants? And he's like, Jim. I'm like, damn. And then he was like, I got him evicted. He showed me the paperwork. And I was like, that's fucked up.